In this video, I will be giving a guide on the final boss of Baldur's Gate 3, the Elder Brain at Tactician difficulty. The party members I used for this were Gale, Lae'zel, Shadowheart, and my custom character. I brought Gale for damage, summons, and Misty Step, Shadowheart for healing and protecting the party, Lae'zel for damage and tanking. My custom character was used for crowd control in order to get to the boss past the hordes of enemies as well as summons. The summons I used were Earth Elemental for tanking and crowd control, Air Elemental for AoE damage and targeting low health enemies, Azir for distracting attacks from the party, and I sided with the Emperor in this playthrough, so he's in our side and he must stick with the party in order to access the boss. On the way to the boss fight, you will find potions of angelic slumber. Save them for your spellcasters and use them after summoning your elementals. I also highly recommend saving all of your allies for the boss and not using them on the way. And finally, before the fight, make sure a spellcaster knows Hypnotic Pattern. It's a very powerful crowd control spell that will help you get to the brain. And Long Strider will boost your movement speed, allowing you to get to the brain faster. On your first turn of combat, you should summon all your allies with your party's actions, so the enemies focus them and not your party, and move as far to the left way up possible. There is a dragon in the fight, and I would highly recommend ignoring him. You do not have to kill him to win the fight, and he has very high hit points.
It's your time.
After summoning all your allies and moving to the left, put all of your summons in the middle of the battlefield to distract the enemies from your main party. It is important you preserve spell slots in order to use counterspell, because some enemies in this fight can use very powerful spells that may take out a character in your party. When using Hypnotic Pattern, try to target enemies that are the biggest threat and avoid targeting allies. In order to kill the brain, you must cast the Compulsion of Karsus on the crown, and after a round of channeling the spell, you can enter and attack the brain itself. Now that you are in the crown, the only thing you should focus on is DPS and avoiding the orbs of negation. Whenever the platforms are highlighted in red, that means it is unsafe to stand on that platform. That was my guide to defeating the Elder Brain in Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching.